Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. Pariah Brewing. This cat could ball. Say what, son? I love naming this beer. This cat could ball. We're going to crack it open, pour it, and start to talk about what's on the back shortly after. Yeah, Pariah Brewing. They send beers quite often. They send decent amount to a bunch of the old beer tubers out there. This Cat Cabalta, it's a Hazie IPA, 6.6%. What you're holding is the little sister beer of our Mamba Mode Double IPA. Utilizing the same unique hop blend of American and Australian hops with more modest ABV is something we wholly can get behind. In the glass, it pours a hazy orange in color, sports notes of peach, melon, grapefruit, Malvasian Bianca. Say what? And tangerine, amongst more than its weight class of soft mouthfeel. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Otherwise, that's fantastic. I love Mamba Mode and Lakers fan, but that just, this cat cabal, I don't know, something about it just kind of piques my interest. That's dark. That is dark. That'd be dark. So, there's been an oxidative thing with Pariah to the point where Brian's actually, this box that he sent off, he actually cold packed it. But I'm going to say, I don't remember what Mamba Mode looked like, but you're talking about a 6 and change Hazy IPA. It definitely looks part of something that has a touch of oxidation going on in it. And I will say, I got the box. The beers are still cold. Went into my fridge. Been in there since then. So take that for what it's worth. Just off-white kind of head to it. Rich dark orange core. Let's get a nose. Spicy. There's like almost like a rye IPA vibe going to this. Yeah. If I would say if I got this wine, I would know it's a hazy IPA. When you look at it, you're like, okay, it's a hazy IPA, but it's darker. And I think after the nose, I would just lean towards something that was spicy and like a rye IPA because I get this big spice component off of it, very much like a spicy rye, spicy maltiness with a little bit of like orange, but a little bit more orange marmalade than orange juiciness. Done and done. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. Okay. It's not spicy at all. Actually, on the taste. Not even close. I'm getting it on the nose, but it's not there in the taste. And on the taste, honestly, it really just leans very much a juicy IPA. Big orange components here. Heavily leaning into orange. A little bit of pithiness. There is a little bit of dryness, a la kind of an oxidative thing going on, but nothing too crazy. Actually, I think this is quite tasty. It's 6.6, probably drinks a little bit bigger than that. Decent amount bigger than that. Mid-7, something along those lines. Nice mouthfeel to it. There is that little spicy thing. I actually feel like I got a little taste of something there. Done and done. It's drinking above its weight class. It's a little bit bigger than what you'd expect for something of its ilk of ABV level. There is a touch of oxidation going on here. I think it looks more oxidized than it actually drinks, but there's definitely something going on. But with the way it sits right now, for the sake, there's no date in the can, but it got sent to the brewery, from the brewery. I just got it like a week or so ago. Not even a week or so ago, over a couple days ago. It's a rich orange forward, little marmalade. I think that kind of oxidation kind of leans it into a little bit more malty characteristic that leads me down the road of like an orange marmalade as opposed to an orange juiciness. But all the orange belongs to us. Drink's quite nice. That little bit of spiciness I think might be a little off-putting to somebody, especially if you're in ultra hazy IPAs. But in the grand scheme of things, it's fine. It's tasty. It's fun. We're done. Yeah, I think that's it. There's really not much else to it. This is one of those things where I'm going to say, the last several IPAs that I personally gotten, and I know they send them to a bunch of different YouTubers, so if you're going to go watch other people's stuff, Pariah stuff, and see what other people have to say too. But, they have had an oxidative thing going on for me. Is it just me? Am I just randomly getting bad cans? I don't know if that's the case, but it seems to be a little bit of a trend for me. Do I want to say these things? Do I want to be like, it's kind of, the IPAs are a little bit kind of wonky for me right now? No, of course not. Brian's a very cool dude. He's been sending beers to the channel, been a friend of the channel for quite some time. But, for me just to be like, this is a tasty beer and everything is grand and fantastic and everything's awesome, would be disingenuous. So, you know, kind of say what we get, which is, again, drinking fine, drinking tasty, but there's nothing kind of earth-shattering about it, and I think that has more to do with where this beer is as opposed to where the beer was when it was originally brewed. If that makes any sense, because I think there was something delicious. Harsh words. I think there was something. There was more to it. That's probably a better way to put it. Than what it sets at now. Is it universal across all their cans that they do this? I can't tell you, but more often than not, their cans have done it for me. So sample size leans towards yes. But again, maybe I just have the worst postal route in history of mankind. And they let stuff sit inside an oven cooker, regardless of what's going on. I don't know. But in the grand scheme of things, they also set a Pilsner, which was quite fantastic. So take that for what it's worth. So there you go. Pariah is this cat Cabal Hazy IPA. It's one of the better hazy IPAs, low ABV-ish IPAs I've had. It's like, you know, it's not towards the top by any stretch of imagination, but not negative by any means either. Value and availability, no idea. Let me know what's what and leave you with if you like what we like this beer. If you like giving breweries, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say giving breweries a shot. That's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm saying if you like to drink the... Oh, man. I'm not trying to cherry pick. I'm not trying to temper what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. Breweries are always going to have ups and downs. Okay? And I think one of the great things about having a brewery that is local to you or a brewery that you really do enjoy is drinking their complete portfolio of what they have. And you'll have ebbs and flows in that portfolio. So if you're a Pariah drinker, or and you it's kind of one of those things where you can't have the best of the best without stuff being neutral, mediocre, subpar, whatever you want to put it. So having the off cans from Treehouse, having the off cans from Trillium, having the off cans from Fidens, all those places make the better ones that much better. Not saying this is an off can, but for me, it probably showed a bit better when it was newer. So if you like running that gauntlet, like being along for that journey, you will dig this beer. It's the best way I can frame it. So hopefully you enjoyed the review. Pariah, have you been to the brewery? Can you go to the brewery? I don't know. Have you had their beers? Have you had this? That's what I want to know. Have you had this particular beer, this particular canned beer? I think this is a brand new offering, so I don't think there's been any other ones. Tell me what you think about it. That's what I want to know down there. So hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Pariah right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.